After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This is Fant on the short completion. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
There we go, Shaq. Go.
Throwing Nix. Looks to the sideline and has Mims, who makes a catch. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. To throw, here's Nix. Looking left side, and it's complete. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 1st downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Back to throw. Nix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Try the right side with Mitchell. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. From the 8, it's 3rd and goal. Here's Mitchell. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. To the air, May. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Yeah, they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. To throw, it's May. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Let's go.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's Mitchell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Once again, it's Mitchell. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to throw. Nix. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. His throw, a good one, and it's caught. He's to the 10. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Tap 60.
Off the play fake. Here's May. And this pass caught by Gray. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
2nd and 10. Throwing here is May. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. And that is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Patterson's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Nix. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Kevontae Turpin. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the shotgun, May with it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Got a man. It's Kayshon Boutte. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Touchdown, Patriots. Velus Jones. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Patriots get a bit closer. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. May going to try and throw for it. Buying time to his left. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Taking it about the 36. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's May, sliding out of the pocket. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. They'll set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll throw with May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw, May. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. The ball comes out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Patriots are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Patterson now for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
That's the score. Broncos 35, Patriots 30.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos, and even 40 yards. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll go play action with Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now it's Nix. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Franklin. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Nix to the air. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Mitchell is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and
Mitchell again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And now here in this situation, a field goal would still have them only up by 1 score, so I would think about going for it. Even if you don't get in, you put your defense in a really nice spot.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll drop to throw. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Flush to his right, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
He'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
On play action, here's Nix.
Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile.
65 cat, cup 19, 18, Pioneer. Buffalo 18.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
To throw, it's May. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To the air, May.
This is Fant on the short completion. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll try and throw for it with May.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
To throw, here's Nix.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Kevontae Turpin with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Broncos have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, and to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Throwing here is May.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting negative.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. Now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. They're going to try to throw for it.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week one primetime games, they all